will be spending the next 16 hours or so out here in the woods all by myself. Not only will I be attempting to stay out in the woods all night, I'm going to be reading horror novels. If you don't know me, I don't read horror. But in honor of spooky season, What was that? Oh gosh, it's daylight and I'm already spooked. I am going to challenge myself to see, can I stay in the woods all night long while reading horror? Something that I don't do, and another thing that I don't do, which is camping. I'm really scared, especially because I'm going to be camping in a tent. I guess first things first, I have to build a tent. This is going to be I don't have someone helping me. I'm doing this all on my own. So anyway, this will be my living room tonight. Obviously, not much is going on there yet. Now let me show you the kitchen. Oh my... Who are you? Get. Gosh. Crazy. This is the kitchen. This is, I guess, technically the living room because we've got a fireplace right there. And then this is tree. This is our big tree. This is like the column. Oh my gosh. Sap. I don't know how to do this. I wish I could just build a tent in the snap of a finger. In the snap of a finger. And this is going to be my view. Welcome to Camp of Creeps. I'm gonna give you the Camp of Creeps camp tour. We have these trees, and that was provided by God. And then over here we have our sitting area, me shack. And then we have another table over here. And then we've got our bed. Come take a look. Not you. Not right now. We need to clean you off first. There's a bug in there. Where'd it go?
Right there on the side. On the side wall.
Right there. Got it. Do you have something to scoop it with? Scoop it. There's another one?
Well, the one that I was saying on the sidewall, you were like, oh, it's right there. But there was one right here.
Oh, right there. I have an entire stack of books here to choose from, but I've had my eye on this one that I have been way too scared to read. It sounds terrifying to me, but one of my favorite authors has a blurb on the front, Stephen King. As we all know, Stephen King is the king of horror. I'm going to be reading Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. This is a true horror novel, so I've heard. I've heard that this is a mixture of Stephen King meets The Housemaid meets Rock, Paper, Scissors, and I love all of those things, so I'm excited to read this one. Let's read what this is about. I'm going to do this in my scariest impersonation. Fresh out of rehab, Mallory Quinn takes a job in the affluent suburb of Springbrook, New Jersey. As a babysitter for Ted and Caroline Maxwell, she is to look after their 5-year-old son, Teddy. Mallory immediately loves this new job. She lives in the Maxwell's pool house, goes on nightly runs, and has the stability she craves. And she sincerely bonds with Teddy, a sweet, shy boy who is never without his sketchbook and pencil. His drawings are the usual fare: trees, rabbits, balloons. But one day, he draws something different. A man in a forest dragging a woman's lifeless body? What am I doing to myself? As the days pass, Teddy's artwork becomes more sinister. Great. His stick figures evolve into more complex, lifelike sketches, well beyond the ability of any 5-year-old. Mallory begins to suspect these are glimpses of an unsolved murder from long ago, perhaps relayed by a supernatural force lingering in the forest behind the Maxwell's house. With help from a handsome landscaper and an eccentric neighbor, Mallory sets out to decipher the images and save Teddy, while coming to terms with the tragedy in her own past before it's too late. I'm so nervous. I'm so excited. I don't know how to feel. I'm starting to get a little bit worried because the sun has set and it's starting to get dark out. Out of all the things that could have happened tonight, I did not think this would happen. Ian hasn't come back yet. Our campmate that's next to us camping out, he has not been able to get into his car, so Ian is trying to drive him down the mountain a little bit so they can hopefully get some service and he can call AAA, someone to come, a locksmith, someone to come help him get into his car. So Ian had to leave and it's just me and Mishak out here, which I have a wolf dog, so So I feel very confident in him. And also I have weapons. It's more so that I'm reading a scary book, but also I'm starting to get cold and all my clothes are in the Jeep with Ian. Let's make a fire. This is apparently supposed to be easy. I already messed up. What? You're freaking me out. They're back! I don't have to do this. Yes! Hi guys, it is freezing. I'm so cold. Been reading by the fire pit, which is now doing so well. It is producing so much heat. I have been eating this up. I'm on page 37, chapter 3. I'm so excited to see how this story plays out. The main character's name is Mallory, and she is looking for a job. She's, I think, 18 and a half months sober, and she's just like trying to get her feet back on the ground. She just went to an interview for this little boy named Teddy. So I've already met Teddy's parents, and the mom is super sweet, and the husband is just like, he has his concerns with her past, so he just is a little bit more reluctant to hire her. That's the part that I'm at, but here's what's so freaking freaky. I know that there's drawings in this book, right? Like, here are some drawings, and I was like, oh, those are so cute. And then turn it to the next page. I was like, oh, the scary girl in that picture that was drawn is Teddy's imaginary friend. That's kind of where we're at right now. I am super into this book. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this one as currently reading. I actually have not been using Goodreads for the past few months. I actually have been using another app that makes it so much easier to track my reads, and it's so much cuter, so much more aesthetic, and actually the functions are so much better. It's like all the things that I wish Goodreads was, and it is called Fable. They're actually the sponsor of today's video. Thank you so much, Fable. Because this may be a hot take, but I just think Goodreads is lacking in what so many of us are looking for. The primary reason why so many people stay on Goodreads is because of all of your data that's on Goodreads. There's a feature that you can literally import all of your data from Goodreads and also your Kindle ebooks. It took just a couple of minutes. It was so quick. This is my favorite part. It will give you like a little fun summary of the books that you're into. You can also go to your stats page once you have everything imported, and you can set new goals for yourself. You can see your personal stats in real time. Also set up and track your progress for your annual reading goal. I love this feature because it'll tell me how many books I need to read per month for the rest of the year. There are also daily streaks to help you stay motivated. Also put spice ratings, and you guys know that's something that's really important to me, and I know that's really important to a lot of you guys. Fable also rolls out new updates every single week, so you can expect new updates, new improvements, and also a modern interface. So if you want to join me, you should definitely download the Fable app and then start using Fable to track all of your reads. Thank you so much, Fable, for sponsoring today's video. It is now 9:30 and I have like so much of the night left, but I am really cold, so I think I need to go back out by the fireplace and read over there for a bit. My fingers are starting to freeze, and like, I don't know if you can see my breath. Yeah. I'm about to continue reading Hidden Pictures, but I'm not gonna lie, it is so cozy. This is the coziest pad right now. So let's get to reading. I'm not spooked yet, like I'm not super scared. I'm like, this is a little creepy. When I was outside by the fireplace, I was hearing a lot of noises, and that was scary while reading the book, but right now I feel pretty good. I got a big light on, which helps. Misha, are we good? Mishak. Okay, he's too busy being a guard dog. I wonder when this is gonna start getting really spooky, so let's keep reading. 7, I thought I heard something outside of our tent, but I know wildlife is like all around us. I don't know, it was just so scary. And then the main character was hearing things like in the woods and stuff. It was so cold outside, I physically could not read with my hands outside of the blanket, so I decided to take a little nap, and I was getting so scared because I was starting to hear a lot of noises in the woods like behind us. So this shot that you're seeing, I woke up around I think 2 a.m. I actually woke up because Ian and I started to hear noises outside of our tent, and he woke up first. We were both pretty scared because it kept walking around our tent. I explained everything in the morning. Waking up this morning, I feel like it got so cold last night, way colder than we prepared for.
But he's cute.
Then we got Mishak, I think he got cold too. And then we got Beagle. Did you get cold?
No, I had my hood on the whole time.
I put the blanket over my head at one point, but I am excited to talk to you guys about last night. I got to page 130, chapter 11.
Did you really?
Yes!
Oh my.
Good morning, everyone. I have an update. I'm on page 158, chapter 13. While I was getting breakfast ready, I decided to re-listen to chapter 11. A little less than 200 pages left of this book. I was hoping to finish it all last night, but I was way too creeped out. Last night was all good and dandy. Ian went to bed earlier than me. He was like pretty much ready to go to bed, I think at like 10:30, and then I decided to stay up and keep reading because I'm actually just super interested in this book. Last night when I was reading this, I was like, there's no way I can go on because the pictures are starting to get more and more disturbing. I know I like kind of told you guys a little bit what it's about, but it's pretty much just like her day-to-day with him and what that looks like, but there's like creepy things that happen, and I'm getting so sketched out with the mother and the father of this little boy and the little boy. I think it was like, I don't even know what time it was. Maybe it was like 2:30 a.m. We heard some noise outside of our tent. It sounded like whatever it was big. We both thought that it was a bear, and we were trying to get a glimpse of it, but it was so hard because it was so dark out, and it was all over this campsite, like all over our spot, just walking around. And then at some moments it sounded like I heard hooves, so I'm like, maybe it is a deer. And then we heard like shaking, and I'm like, that's a bear. I was terrified, I'm not gonna lie. Turns out it was like 4 deer. But they looked kind of big. That was scary in the moment, but we're safe. I'm going to continue listening to my book while I eat breakfast, and then I will update you guys after breakfast and where I'm at and what's going on. Hi guys, I have an update. I am so proud of my progress. Honestly, I'm on page 223. Out of 350. We have all of our camping stuff packed up and we are about to head out. We're gonna go home. I'm going to finish this book in the comfort of my home, and then I'm going to give you my final thoughts. I was terrified last night, but I stayed, and let me tell you, there were many moments where I wanted to leave, but I didn't. I stayed, and I'm proud of that. Let's keep reading Hidden Pictures. This is like so frustrating because everything that could go wrong is currently going wrong, and you just want to root for the main character, and it's like, it's one of those things where no one believes her. I am actually so stressed with this book. What? Oh my gosh. I am such an idiot. What? 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 Dude, what is happening? hidden pictures. I'm still processing what I just read. This was a supernatural thriller that honestly, the plot twists, I knew there were going to be some good ones, but these plot twists were so good. If you like authors like Riley Sager or Stephen King, I would definitely recommend this. I also saw on the Fable app that they said this is good for Stranger Things fans, which I thought was really cool. Might go with like a 4.25, 4.5 stars. I love the main character Mallory, but definitely follow me on Fable to see what I end up giving this for sure once I have some time to think about it. Thank you so much again, Fable, for sponsoring today's video, and definitely get started with Fable today. And you can get started by clicking the link in the description box down below. Bye!